Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Budget with Caroline. So pleased to see you all, and thank you so much for all of my new subscribers. It really does mean the world to me. Today I am going to be cash stuffing my Saffiano and my envelopes with week 3 of February. So let's get the money out of my binder first. So we've got week 3. So I've got my cash and I've got my cheat sheet. Let's get it all out. And I've got my, oh, sorry for the wobble. Got all my coins so I can do my challenges. Let's get it all out. So in total I should have £300 because I've had a little bit of a rejiggle and found that I can't really cross off a £5 on my cruise tracker. So I've had a little bit of a rejiggle. So let's move that to one side. So I should have £300. So we've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120, 30, 140, 50, 160, 70, 180, 90, 200, 210, 220, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85. And then the coins should make up 15. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So let's stuff that all into my hippo. There we go. Go on, in you go, in you go. And we'll just move the coins over to one side. And then we will unstuff my Saffiano and see how much money I've got to play with. Additional challenges. So let's get my coins out first. Got a few coins left over from food shopping. Surprising how deep this pocket is, really. Can't reach the bottom. And that one. Oh, got another one in there. There we go. That's all of that. And then change I've got £5 from food. Don't need my club card voucher. I've got £10 from my spending because I didn't spend any money. Nothing in petrol and nothing in lottery. So we've got £15 that I can play with on challenges. And some change, which will go into challenges and into my little coin pouch, so I can add up the coins at the end of the month and add that to the penny saving challenge. So referring to my cheat sheet, we are going to stuff my Saffiano with my usual weekly spending money. So food is going to have £50. So we've got 20, 40 and 50. Hope you can see that. I can't see what I'm doing, to be perfectly honest. Spending money is going to get £15, but we're going to do our usual rock, paper, scissors with that, so I'm not going to put that in just yet. And then petrol gets 30. So we'll pop that in there. So let's do our rock, paper, scissors to start with, so I know how much spending money I have. So let's get that out of here. Tried a new setup today and it all feels a bit squished. So right, rock, paper, scissors, dice. We do like a rock, we do. I'm not going to grumble though, because it's only £5. So cross that one off. And put that back in there. And I'm going to put that in there. So that gives me £10 spending money for the week. Let's hope it's a week like last week where I didn't spend any money. And I've got more money to put into my savings challenges, which means more money going into my cruise fund. Okay, so that goes into spending. Wonderful. So that's that one done. And this is going to be a relatively shortish video because I don't really have much to stuff. in terms of lots of different envelopes, purely because I want to put quite a lot of money into my car because I've got an MOT coming up in April, and I know it's probably going to need some work, so I thought I'd put a chunk into that just to get that going. And then obviously I've got my chunk that needs to go into my cruise fund as well. So let's get those done. What we've got in here. Yeah, so I did bite the bullet and I have booked myself a dentist appointment for the 1st of March. So I'm going to put an extra £10 into dental, so then at least that covers my checkup fee. And then if we need any more money, then I'll probably stuff some more in it at the end of the month anyway. But if we need any more, at least we'll know exactly how much more we will need. So that's that one done. We are going to do car, and into car we're going to put 100. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I will cross these trackers off later because I'm not sure whether I'm going to go with the trackers or whether I'm going to write down how much I want to save in each one. And I'm thinking I might put a label on these envelopes as well. Not quite made up my mind yet on that. So that's that one. So I've done dentist, I've done car. I have sneakily decided that I'm going to give myself a treat. I am. So treats for me. That's going to get £10. So I'm going to cross one of these off. I think I'm going to cross the bubble bath off. Let's do it in purple. In fact, let's give it a tick so we're not crossing it. So yeah, I just thought, why not? Let's give myself a treat. I'll talk about these in a moment though. I bought some more trackers. So that's that folder. And then we've got my cruise, oh sorry for the shake there, I've got my cruise folder. So this folder was inspired by Iris Budgets. Apologies for the ring light, my front room is very, very dark. So I just bought an A5 folder, and I've done a vinyl cover on the front, and I have made a cruise tracker. And following Iris Budgets tutorial, I've made myself some envelopes as well, so that I can keep track of everything that I want to save for. It is quite chunky in there at the moment. I am going to add £70 to it. You can see that I've kind of half crossed a cruise ship off. So we're going to do 20, 40, 60, and that's 70 because each cruise ship is £20. That's 50, 60, 70. What I'm going to do is when I get to the end of this month, I should have in total in here £500, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay that straight into the bank and then pay that straight off to P&O, so that I haven't got large amounts of cash sitting around. I think that'll just be easier if I just get it paid straight away, kind of thing. So that's that cruise done, and that's all my envelopes stuffed, that is. So we are now going to move on to some challenges, and then I can show you some happy mail. So let's get my challenge binder, move it out the way. So we have got, in change, I've got £2, £3, 60, 75, 79. So the 79p I'm going to pop into my coins pouch, and at the end of the month we're going to add it all up and then do our leap year challenge from Budget with Ira. So let's pop that in now. Go in. And then I'm going to, I know I've put the 50p in there, but why not? Okay, so we're going to start with our February challenge. And I've remembered who made these now. It was made up by Mandy. As we said, the February is the year of the dragon in the Chinese New Lunar Year, and it's also, I am also a year of the dragon from the date that I was born. So in this one, I'm going to add £2 straight away. Cross that one off, and if we've got any change left over, as long as it's in multiples of £2, then we'll add it into this envelope. So that can go in there for now. Come on, move. There we go. We're going to do wonking fivers. Going to add £5 to this one. We are, and we're going to do that one. So that gets £5 into there. Give that a waft. And what else have we got? Okay, let's do. Let's do fill the jar first. And then see what we need to colour in. I've got all my pens out ready. So let's give that dice a little shake. Green, which is £3. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We have. So let's colour in a green ball. Sorry for the silence. Do have to concentrate to make sure that it all gets in the lines. There we go. That's a green one. And then let's give that a roll again. Oh, green. We're going to do it 3 times, I think. So that makes another £3. And let's colour this one over here, I think. I hope you can see. There we go. And then we're going to do one more for luck. Oh, no, I'm going to do it again because that went green again. Purple. There we go. £5. Let's do this one. There we go. So we need to add £5 in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take £5 out of the pouch and put that £10 note in. Take that out. Swap that for that. So we're going to put the £10 in, and the £6. We're going to give that a waft. Dice back in there. So hopefully that's dried. That's that one done. Now we're going to move on to here for the cash hunt. Can you see that? Okay, so we've got to there. So we're going to carry on rolling round. Hopefully we're going to try and cross off all of them. So let's give myself some room with the dice. 1. So roll and save that number. So we're going to roll again. So that's 2. So that's 2. So we've done that one. We're going to roll again. 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Save £1 and roll again. There we go. Roll again. 3. Oh, we've not crossed that one off. So 3. 1, 2, 3. Save £5. So that was going to go in there. So put the dice back in. I'll put the money in. There we go. Right, so how much have I got left? I've got 2, 4, 6, 7. 7. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross off 3 of these and we're going to roll £1 over to next week. I'm going to pop that in there, so that way I don't spend it. So let's add this one on. So we've got 2, 4, 6. There we go, wonderful. That is my money all spent. That is. Okay, wonderful. So I have got some Happy Mail that I'd like to show you. One of them is not budgeting related, cash stuffing related, but it is kind of related because it's my brand new passport. I've got one of the new blue ones. I'm not going to show you the picture inside because it's absolutely hideous. But I did need to get a new passport ready for my cruise because my current one actually expires in October 2024 and that's the same month that I come back. So I don't think they'll let me back into the country with that one. So I've had to get myself a new passport. So yeah, brand new, shiny and blue. Blue's my favourite colour, which is lovely. So there we go, that's that one. I've also got some more Happy Mail. So I ordered this one. It's a digital download from Every Penny Counts by Jo. If you hadn't noticed, my cash tray is a hippo. My money box, which I'll show you at the end of the month, is a hippo. I love hippos. So I couldn't not get this. It's the Hungry Herbivores Savings Challenge. It does save between £5 and £20 per hungry ball or berry, as she calls them, but I'm thinking I might just change them all to £5 just because I like to have the lower value challenges essentially. So that was from them. I then bought a digital download again from the Trinket box. There was 30 challenges on the download, which I then printed out and laminated. Some of them, admittedly, I won't use because they don't really apply to me, like saving for school stuff and things like that. I'm no longer at school and I don't have any children that go to school. I don't have any children. So it's... But I've still printed it, I've still laminated it, and in the future if I do any giveaways, I'll probably include that in there with that as well. So I've got Colour the Rainbow, Sweet Treats, Complete the Puzzle, Superstar Challenges of 2 different denominations, Rainy Day Funds, Heads or Tails, Takeaway Treats, 5, 10 and 20 challenge, and then there was the Treats for Me tracker as well that I've put in there. And then I made myself some cash envelopes, again using Iris Budget's tutorial with the stronger laminate, and I've put it into a clear binder, and I've put her 1k challenge from the Trinket box in here as well. So I might start doing that one, or I might change it for the 5, 10 and 20. I haven't quite decided yet, but I just made that up this morning. I thought, give that a go. And then the last piece of Happy Mail I've got is from NK Plans. She advertised this on Facebook. I don't think she's on Etsy. But this is just right up my street. It's like, when the hip hits the fan fund. So we've got, I'd rather be sleeping. Yep, I'd rather be sleeping. Each M is £2. Kiss My Sass. I'm shit. Maybe swearing will help. Swearing always helps. If I was a bird, I know who I'd poop on. Absolutely. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. What the fluff? Probably late for something. Alcohol, because no great story ever started with a salad. Completely agree with that. And then if you save everything on these challenges, you will have saved £250. Repeat it 4 times for 1,000. Cleverly disguised as a responsible adult. I am cleverly disguised as a responsible adult. So there we go. That is everything that I've got for this week. It is Saturday, February the 17th. I'm about to go food shopping and put some petrol in the car because it's now running on fumes. So I wish you all a lovely weekend. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you do subscribe and like this video and come back and watch me more. I am Budget with Caroline. My Instagram is Budget with Caroline 2024, and I will hopefully will see you all next week. Lovely to speak to you all.